Ben Heather here from Kingdom MMA. I'm joined now with Jason Cooledge, who's just won the BCMMA title, a lightweight title in the main event, BCMA 10. How does it feel to get the win?
Oh, super pumped. I've had a couple, like last year was like, for fights wise, wasn't a great year for me because like I had the Brendan Longname fight, which I was happy with the decision, and then I went away and watched it, and everyone was talking to me, like people in the know were saying, "Oh, I thought you won that," and I thought they. And then I was like, okay. So then I took another tough fight in Brad Wheeler on Super Saturday, and you know he dropped me and then choked me out. So, but like I felt I was winning the fight until I got caught. So, you know, I just had to take the positives out of the negativity from last year, and I've just really been working on my skills and retraining my mindset. And I think that showed dividends today in the fight, you know.
So is it more of a, like you say, you've tried to change your mentality going into the fight?
Yeah, 100%. It's not, like in my first couple of fights I was super aggressive and it worked sometimes and then sometimes it didn't. And then I was super relaxed because I don't really get nervous, and then that didn't work because I was getting caught. And then I was in a bit of a, in between, well, how should I fight? Should I be aggressive? Should I be relaxed? And I just got to go in and do it. Like, why think about it? Go in there and fight. Yeah. You know, if you overthink things, then you make more of it than what it is.
So your record, it's, well, from the fights that you've had, it's kind of been win a couple, lose one, win a couple.
Yeah, but what you've got to understand is when you're fighting top 30 opponents all the time, you're not going to be winning. I could fight 10 bums and go 10-0, easy.
That's what I was just about to say, yeah.
But when you're fighting high caliber guys all the time, you're going to pick up losses. Yeah, the guys, and I'm happy with that because I'm testing myself.
Brad Wheeler, Brendan Loughlin, just to name the last couple. These
Martin
are guys
Stapleton, Wendell Lewis when he was doing something. You know, all these guys, like Sol Rogers, fucking hell, like, how well is he doing at the moment?
Yeah, so like I said, the losses have been to top UK talent, but I think after that performance today, I don't see any reason why you can't work your way back.
Why should I go? One, I like the turning point was the Martin Stapleton fight. I sat there and I thought I'd give him a real tough fight. I took it on 8 days' notice. I fucking took him to the decision in his hometown, and once you've broken into that top 10 guys, I can't now go and fight nobodies because no one's going to respect that. Then we're like, why are you fighting here? You're fighting guys in the top 10, and now you're fighting and hanging with them. Yeah. And what's that saying about myself? You know, the only reason why I fight is to test my training. If I'm not fighting guys that are going to test me, then I might as well go and spar with my mates in the gym. You know, because I'm training with Sean Carter, Arnold Allen. They're both in the top 20, I think now. Jack Mason's like in the top 10. And I'm hanging with them guys in the gym all the time. So what's the point in going and fight shit people? I don't want to do it. And Charlie Leary, I was on 2-fight losing streak. I was off with Charlie Leary, and I was like, yeah, let's go. You know, and he's a tough guy, man. And he's the same as so much respect for him because he's the same as me. He takes fights, tough fights, and it shows in his record. So you can't judge anyone by that.
That's it. I'd rather see guys like yourself take the fights rather than fill it out fighting camps and then get to a certain level.
You go
based on their record alone.
You get in the UFC, you have 3 fights, lose all 3, and you get dropped.
That's it. And then where do you go from there as well?
Yeah, exactly. No, shit.
So, well, if we talk about the fight now, like you say, it's a bit of a grappling affair. You got caught to the head and cut
My
open.
jiu-jitsu is one of the best jiu-jitsu at lightweight in the country. Like, I fucking work so hard on it. And I can take a punch and I can throw a punch. So I'm always going to be able to stand with people. My wrestling is well up there. And my jiu-jitsu is good, so.
You were saying about the jiu-jitsu. Earlier in the night we spoke to one of your guys who says that you taught him a Von Flu choke recently. And he's put it on out there. So how?
I did the No-Gi Opens 2 weeks ago. And I won one of the matches with a Von Flu choke, but I've also won here with a Von Flu choke. So it's patented. I use it all the time. Okay. So we were just doing it, and I showed it to him Sunday, like 6 days ago. I showed it to him. He had it, but he weren't getting it, and I showed him how to finish it, and he finished it today.
Yeah, it's great.
But he's one of my. He's like one of the boys. He didn't do anything until he come with me when I used to teach in Ipswich, and then I've brought him up. Taught him everything. Like now he's under Jack and like he's under loads of people. But because like I feel a little bit responsible for him because I was his first coach. So I'm super proud that he got one of the moves that I value really highly today.
Yeah. And as well as him, there was a lot of the other guys in there that you coach. Tom Mole won his debut. And the other guys, how does it feel to walk away with that? And also for the guys, I think you only dropped 2 fights out of 10.
Super
maybe.
proud. And it's not. You could go to some shows and all their fighters would win, but they're all fighting bums. Jack Mason is the head coach of BKK, but he's also the fight manager for here. Every fight he gives you is tough because he knows fighting shit people isn't going to do you any good. So when you fight on BCMMA, every fight's going to be a tough fight, and it showed.
Yeah.
It showed today, like with the calibre of fighters that people were going up against.
And what's next for Jason Cooledge?
Just see what happens, mate. Like I work full time. I've got a wife and 2 kids. I train I haven't fought since June, but I haven't had a day off training. I have 1 day off a week training. I've not had trained all over Christmas. Obviously, Sean and Arnie and Jack are really active, so I'm always helping them prepare for fights. I'm like one of their main training partners. So if someone offers me a fight and I'm not too heavy and you know they're going to pay me some money, let's do it.
Well, thank you very much for your time. It's a great performance out there tonight.
Thank you very much.
And
Appreciate it.
congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.